All right, the court is calling 2020-24 CR 1359, State versus Jose Escalante. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Raymond Martinez from Mr. Escalante.
And are you Jose Escalante?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and State's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jose Escalante who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 1359 for the offense of manufacturing, delivery, and controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on May 13th, 2024 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 18th day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Jose Escalante did then and there fail to submit to drug testing in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 9th day of September 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Jose Escalante did then and there fail to submit to drug testing in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 26th day of September 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Jose Escalante did then and there fail to submit to drug testing in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true, Your Honor.
State will waive the remaining conditions.
Any objections to the waivers?
All right, pause here. This is a huge legal moment. When Jose pleads true to even one probation violation, the judge now has full authority to revoke probation and impose up to the original 6-year sentence. It doesn't matter that he denied the other violations, one true plea is enough. This is where probation becomes razor-thin ice. Question for you, should missing a drug test alone be enough to send someone to prison for years?
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true and sentence you up to 6 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
And let me see if there's a fine in this. There's no fine listed. So knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor, at this time, state would be recommending revocation and sentencing to the adjudicated 6-year underlying sentence.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking that he be continued on probation pending his new number 1 and other conditions that are been imposed by the court. He's on GPS monitoring at this point. We would agree if the court would consider tracking to continue that pending the resolution of the new case. Mr. Escalante's had a really difficult last few months. He just had twins that were born in October. Were in the hospital for a while after that and barely just now getting home. And I think there's 4 other children in the house.
Yes, sir.
So there's a total of 6.
Well, why didn't he think of that before this? Because what I can tell you is according to your plea bargain agreement, the state was opposed to your application for community supervision, and they were opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. And you were given community supervision by me.
Yes, ma'am.
And now you're not following through. And that's a
This is the emotional turning point of the hearing. The judge isn't just reacting to missed drug tests, she's weighing trust. From the court's perspective, probation was already a second chance the state didn't even want him to have. 6 kids, newborn twins, hospital stays, those are powerful human details, but here's the hard truth. Judges expect responsibility before things fall apart, not after. Do you think the court should have shown more compassion here, or was this outcome inevitable?
problem.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I don't think you should be continued. Because you're not following through. And this is the possession with intent to deliver, which is a first-degree felony, and none of that gave you pause to behave appropriately. And it's not as though the children that you say were born, okay, you have twins, but you had other children at home already, and that didn't give you pause and didn't make you think, I better do something because I could potentially end up in prison.
Yes, please.
Yes. Do you want to raise your right hand?
Uh,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jose Escalante.
Yes.
I was, as far as that violation goes, I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, especially whenever they gave me the violation for the marijuana and I came up to speak to you and you told me to give you, for me to get a prescription if I wanted to indulge in that. I
Mhm.
got the prescription, I did my UAs, but I had to wait for the arm too. And I had got that, the recruiter's information and everything. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. It's just due to the circumstances as me getting to one spot to the other with the kids. I can't go into the thing with the kids. And then as that, my fiance was in the hospital because she was a high risk due to the pregnancy. I was
Mhm.
doing everything I was supposed to be doing, going to the job fairs, everything, working, doing everything I was supposed to be doing.
Well, I will tell you this. Both your attorney and the state asked me to watch a video. But and I watched it,
Yes, ma'am.
and since you didn't plead true to it, I'm not going to even consider it. But you haven't been doing well on probation
May I ask, what makes you say that? Because,
because you're here on a motion to revoke.
yes, ma'am.
Anytime somebody's here on a motion to revoke, you know what that means? That means that they're not doing well on probation.
Because even my probation, I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. She was telling me I was doing a good job. It's just the UA that I failed to be able to go submit. That's the only problem that I had with probation.
Have you been to prison before?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm not trying to go waste my life on that.
He's been to prison before?
This is the first time I represented him, Judge. I'm not sure about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, I mean, you should know.
And I've been doing everything, Your Honor. It's just I wasn't able to make it to that UA, and that's the only problem that I had. I was doing weekly UAs before making it and everything like that. It's just lately with the kids and everything, it's been a lot. And now that I'm getting everything situated, I got my own apartment. I'm doing good. I'm with my kids. I got the motion you approved for me to be with my kids, and I've been doing everything I've been supposed to be doing. I had a job. I was doing everything.
All right, again, I'm not considering any of the other violations in the motion because you didn't plead to those. But what I can tell you, first of all, is there any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
Could I see the court summary? Based upon this, I don't think you're appropriate for probation. Did you have a chance to review the court summary?
Everything slows down right here, because this is sentencing territory. Notice how the judge narrows her focus to what she's legally allowed to consider after the plea. This isn't about sympathy anymore, it's about suitability for probation versus public safety. Once a judge says, "I don't think you're appropriate for probation," the writing is usually on the wall. Final question for you. Did Jose talk himself into prison, or was the decision already made the moment he pled true?
So the court is going to grant the motion to revoke, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no residing in households with minors. And what I can tell you in that court summary, it says that the grandparents were taking care of the children. So there's to be no residing in households with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney.
May I speak?
Sure.
Well, the first thing that I wasn't doing nothing, but my probation officer said I was doing amazing across the board with it. The only mistake I had was the UA. Like I've been doing everything I've been supposed to do, Your Honor.
All right, let me just tell you, this court summary that they gave to me, let me tell you what it says. Field visit was conducted on October 14th, 2025. We can go off the record. On the above date,
I prefer that we stay on the record.
okay,
You're
we
gonna
can go on the
consider-
record.
You just told us you weren't going to consider anything other than what.
I'm not considering any of that, but he keeps saying he was doing well on probation. And for the record, I didn't consider this. The only thing I considered was probation's recommendation. Although both parties agreed that they had no objections to the court reviewing the entire court summary. But what I can tell you, which is not related to any allegations that he did not plead to or that the state didn't raise, there is a section in here. It says that the Probationer reported his newborn twins were in ICU at Stone Oak Hospital and other children were cared for by their grandmother. That's what I meant when I said the grandparents is taking care of the child. What I can tell you is probation's recommendation for you is SafeP.
Yes, ma'am.
So they want you to go to SafeP. So my choices for you are SafeP or either revocation. I don't think SafeP will be a good fit for you. Number one, if you have outstanding pending cases, SafeP will not accept you. But either way, I don't think it would be appropriate for you to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor, like,
Yes.
I've been literally doing everything. As far as when you were saying my children were with my mother-in-law, yes, they were, because I was in the hospital from 10/7, staying at the hospital and leaving them there and going to my mother-in-law's house and staying there. I wasn't residing at my house no more. And I told my probation officer that I'm in the process of moving. She's like, okay, well, when you get the address to move, you get your apartment, give me the address. I've been doing everything. I was staying there with the grandparents as well. Well, my mother-in-law as well, as far as her grandma. I was staying with her and going back and forth to the hospital, back and forth, helping them take her to school and then going back to the hospital and making sure she was all right, as well as my twin. I've been doing everything. Like, George, I've been straight up with you. If I messed up, I messed up, and I tell you that. And I'm doing everything I was supposed to. Last time my senior year, you're gonna let me go to the Army. I just missed one UA.
No, I mean, I told you, yeah, sign up for the Army. If the Army accepts you,
And
they
I have the
accept
number.
you.
I have the number right there for them.
And it never happened.
No,
But-
because they told me I had to wait for November for the new quota. November came and I called them and they're all for me. I just had to come in front of you and talk to you, give them your number,
Mhm.
your number. And I'm doing everything.
Well, for now, that's my sentence. Counsel, if he has military aspirations and they're willing to accept him, then the court will reconsider. If there's no objections to the state, with the court reconsidering his sentence.
Your Honor.
I've never seen the military get involved with somebody who's already been sentenced to prison, Judge. I think that's
Well, no, I mean, you
that's
can,
misleading to him to suggest. that's
no,
an impossibility.
you can let them know that the court will reconsider. If there's no objection from the state, his going to prison, if he's signing up to go into the military.
Your Honor, that's what they're waiting for you right now because they're waiting for you to zoom them in and talk to them so we could get all that situation. I could get
To
it.
your attorney about that and the court will consider it.
And there's
So Mr. Martinez will take care of that for you.
even if I could hire the stipulations or anything to be able to stay out and do, because I was doing right,
Mhm.
Your Honor. I was literally doing right like I was supposed to.
Yes. All right, just speak to your attorney about that.
No. Your Honor, may I tell my fiance bye, please?
They are in charge of security.